Yo, it's Skido. If you clicked on this video, I'm gonna guess that you are thinking about getting Splatoon 3. Ooh, did you come to the right place? Is Splatoon 3 worth it in the Big 26? And I'll attack this video with the most unbiased thought process possible. So I hope you guys are excited for this yap session. With that being said, I like to think I'm a credible source when it comes to Splatoon 3 anything. Peep the stat line. God, who's pulling numbers like this? All right, now we got that long intro out the way. I would like to start with the first topic of discussion. Splatoon 3 is 3.5 years old. It's been around the block for some time. And when a Nintendo game exists for as long as something like Splatoon 3 has, especially if it's a Nintendo game, updates are going to start to die off and people are going to lose interest in the game. In other words, it gets out of range within Nintendo's ideal lifespan. However, Splatoon 3 itself has a lot of variety. It's hard to get inherently bored with this game, and this might be right up the alley of what a new player is looking for in a game. And if this intrigues you, then by all means, I highly encourage you to get it. You know, form your own opinion on it. Now, on to the next topic. I could understand why a new player might be turned off by this game, because they might come across a clip of some random dually main doing their little practice drills in the testing area. Shit, I can't even do that. But the game itself might look intimidating from the outside looking in. I can understand that, but I like to think that the ranking system also eases new players into the game. When you start off, you're not getting matched against top tier players, or in other words, the sweats, like me. But yeah, you start off playing against your own skill set and people that are also new to the game, which there are quite a few, believe it or not, in 2026, 4 years after the game has released. I'm old! I will say this, the one main problem for a new player is the idea of motion controls versus stick controls. And if I have convinced you to try out the game or return to it or get it, please use motion controls. There is a noticeable skill ceiling between motion versus stick. You are limited with stick. You can only move your camera as fast as your stick wants you to. There's a ceiling. That's my little rant. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the rant. Now let me talk about the looming piece of news that's hovering over the Splatoon community right now, and that is Splatoon Raiders. It's been around a year since the last time we got some news on it, and given how Splatoon news has been brought up in the past, we should be getting some new news on it very soon, maybe even a release date. But yeah, I feel like now would be a better time than ever to get familiar with Splatoon in general. You know, getting used to the mechanics, getting used to the characters, the plot. You basically have some time to get familiar before Splatoon Raiders comes out. And you know what? This doesn't just go for Splatoon. This goes for anything in life pretty much. There's a certain beauty to looking forward to something.
That's deep! Somebody needs to quote that.
Now, I want to talk about Splatoon Raiders for a second. In case you didn't know, Nintendo just dropped another trailer for Splatoon Raiders, and by the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be a mix of a single-player campaign plus Samurai plus side order, which on paper is a perfect combination. But I could see some of the gimmicks in side order working against a multitude of Samurai enemies, let alone another single-player campaign. I loved some of those gimmicks. And if we take a deeper look, it looks like there's going to be more specials, more subs, all that, with the inclusion of Killer Whale coming back. I'm so excited, I'm geeking. They have turrets now, which I've been waiting for the longest time. And who knows, they might bring back Seeker. Come on, Nintendo, you know you want to. But most importantly, I'm a sucker for a good story. I'm excited to see what they do with Shiver Fry and Big Man, you know, Deep Cut. Hopefully something similar to what Octo expansion was for Pearl and Marina. And maybe a new class of weapons? Like, I know the axe that they showed off was kind of similar to a Splatana, but at this point, it's never too early to hypothesize. Dream big, guys! Dream big! But yeah, now that this trailer's out, and we got a release date for the game, now is definitely the best time to get into Splatoon. So in that way, you can get familiarized with everything Splatoon, before something big like Splatoon Raiders comes out. But you know what? As you're playing Splatoon 3, you got something to look forward to that surrounds Splatoon. So in a sense, it kind of enhances the gameplay and the enjoyability of the game. Now, for this part of the video, I'm going to talk about some of the in-game events that Splatoon 3 already has. And if you already play Splatoon, you already know what I'm going to say. Of course, you got your seasonal Splatfests, you got your big runs every now and then, challenge modes, etc. I like to think that Splatoon does a good job at not oversaturating special events. They don't happen often enough to the point where they become oversaturated, but they're frequent enough. You could say they keep it fresh. So fucking funny. Not to mention, if you're new to the game, especially right now, you can catch up on all the catalogs, which is basically Splatoon's version of a battle pass. But yeah, Splatoon always has some certain events on the horizon, which I don't know about you, but it gives me a nice feeling of anticipation, no? So by the time this video is released, I want everybody listening to this sentence right now to hop on that big run coming in June. Come on, man, we gotta save Eeltail Alleyway. Who's with me? Nah, that shit can go. And you know what? This is another thing to mention. With the inclusion of version 11.1.0, this most recent update added a little bit of longevity to Splatoon 3 itself. And it also goes to show that Nintendo still pays attention to this game. So taking that logic with me, I think it's fair to say that we might see some patch notes in the future, or continued support for the game. Listen, if you haven't yet, consider subscribing, because I'm on my way to 2,000 subs. Thank y'all so much for the love and the support. And if this video convinced you to get back on Splatoon 3, or buy it even, then hop in my stream, man. I stream Splatoon 3 once a week with viewers. It's a fun time. My Discord could vouch. Oh, I'm full of plugs today. Join the Discord. All right, that's where I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you guys. And I'll see you when future Skido wants to see you. Bye.